Don't worry, Liv. I'll be fine.
I know. I just wish we had another option. Well, no sense in putting it off. Let's get you out the airlock.
Hera, I have a question.
Proceed with inquiry, Echo One.
What are my odds of successfully analyzing the anomaly?
Probability unknown. Probability of Echo One critically damaging its hardware or software in the process, 93.2%.
You could have kept that to yourself.
Come on, Jack. Into the airlock. If you're going out there, you'll need an EVA rig. There should be some inside the airlock. Just take one off the rack. You'll need to secure the rig to your back. Attach an EVA rig to your back so we can get you outside.
EVA rig secured. Initializing advanced movement systems. Stand by for calibration. Module M-201. Primary boosters. Your EVA pack allows you to boost forward in the direction you are looking. When you are ready, please exit the activation pod and use your EVA boost to reach the console ahead. Well done. Please press the hollow button to continue. Now boost to the end of the hall before the walls close in on you. Multiple boosts may be required. Excellent. Module M-116. Braking thrusters. This module will calibrate your braking thrusters, which allow you to stop in place without grabbing any surface. Please exit the activation pod and proceed to the room ahead. There are 2 target zones in the next room. Please boost into one of the zones and use your braking thrusters to come to a full stop. Success! Now, use your braking thrusters to stop inside target zone A. Calibration module complete. Please stand by.
EVA rig fully functional. Ready to disembark.
Copy. Airlock controls unlocked. Pull down on the handle to close the inner door. Once the inner door is sealed, you're clear to cycle the airlock.
Inner bulkhead sealed.
Once the airlock has cycled, head outside and make your way to the anomaly. Get a scan if possible, but don't put yourself at any unnecessary risk.
Understood.
I'm going back up to the bridge. I can keep a better eye on your status from there. Keep this comm channel open. Maintain constant contact.
Copy that.
Depressurization
Jack?
complete.
Yes.
Ready for EVA departure.
Be careful out there.
I'm always careful.
You know what I mean.
Exiting portside airlock.
Copy. There should be a Fury transport dock just outside the airlock. Should take you straight to the anomaly. You'll need to run a diagnostic check before you can take off.
Understood.
Prep for RCS thruster calibration. Please hold on to the railing for the duration of the test flight. Initiating RCS thruster test. In 3, 2, 1. RCS thruster check complete. Proceeding to primary thruster calibration. Reminder, please hold on to the railing. Igniting primary thrusters. In 3, 2, 1. Fury transport calibration complete.
Liv, the Fury transport is set for flight.
Great. Coordinates have already been uploaded to the Navcon. Just touch the marked location on the holomap and you'll be on your way. I'll monitor you from the bridge. Good luck.
Select your destination.
I'm underway. Distance to anomaly, 4,800 meters.
Copy that. I've a visual on your transport.
3,500 meters. 2,000 meters.
Steady as she goes. Godspeed. Look at that thing. Just incredible. Jack!
The Fury is malfunctioning. I have no control. I'm drifting toward the anomaly.
Remote link's been severed. I can't reboot the transport. Jack, the Fury has completely dropped off my scope. Total loss of signal. It's gone.
On approach, I noticed the anomaly was pulling the surrounding debris into its center.
You think the anomaly is housing some kind of singularity?
That would be consistent with my observations, yes. Needless to say, I doubt we'll be seeing that Fury transport again.
Okay. Well, so much for scanning the anomaly up close.
Liv, I'm clear of the radiation.
You alright?
Still functional. Though I must say my shell isn't exactly in the best condition.
In that case, I recommend using your ARM computer to reboot. It's the quickest way back to the station, and you can start fresh in a new shell.
Reboot initiated.
I think those disturbances might actually be electromagnetic pulses. You might not be able to scan the anomaly up close, but I think we can reconfigure a geological sensor to do the trick.
How so?
Well, if we can use it to read fluctuations in the magnetic field, we should be able to get a look inside. There's just several problems.
Go on.
We've got failures all over the facility. For this plan to work, we'll first need to clear up some problems in the container field, the primary dig site, and the processing line.
Send the details to my ARM computer.
Done. Let me know when you arrive at the sites.
Inbound on the processing line.
So, we're going to need a lot of energy for this sensor sweep, but the pulse knocked out the flow control on the plasma lathes. They're burning out of control and draining the power reserves.
One of us will need to enter the processing line and reach the emergency reset.
Well, I'd do it, if you'd let me.
That is very much against protocol.
Thought you might see it that way. Keep the comm channel open. I'll help you out as best as I can from here. The pulse has the electronics in that area on the fritz. If you reset the power transformer, I may be able to run a diagnostic.
These transformers are an outdated model. We should upgrade them at our earliest convenience.
No wonder they get misaligned so easily.
Grid stabilized.
The control hub in that area is back online. I've re-established contact with the Labour unit manning the line entrance below. He should open the door for you.
Echo unit appears unstable in zero gravity. Echo unit identified. Opening service entrance.
I should be able to reach the manual reset on the other end of the line.
My back.
You mean past the inferno of white-hot plasma?
Correct. Which is precisely why I'm the one doing it.
Jack? Jack, are you there?
Another EMP. Status report?
All clear here. But the line's throttle controls just went haywire. Be careful in there. lot of flotsam. Better make sure nothing's jammed the conveyor systems. Could cause problems when we reboot.
I'll inspect the ice pallets. Looks like a piece is wedged under the conveyor unit.
Well, try and dig it out so it doesn't jam the reset protocols.
Melted clean through.
Maintenance units shouldn't be entering the line while the cutting systems are active. Something's very wrong here. More debris. Make sure you clear any jammed conveyors before moving on.
Another jam. Could cause complications when we reboot.
That plasma stream's a bit close for comfort, Jack. Watch yourself.
Something must have interfered with the nav protocols.
Yeah, looks like. Labor units shouldn't just run face first into a hostile environment. Any sign of a working hard drive in all this wreckage?
Not yet. Most command functions are processed in a unit's head.
Well, if you see one, give it a scan. I could use the data.
Unit 14, what is your function?
Nav data mismatch. Multiple hazards detected. Maintenance cycle incomplete.
He seems intact, but he's running the wrong subroutines. The line's not scheduled for maintenance. Pallet clear.
Stubborn bastard.
Approaching watch station.
The switch there should trigger an emergency reboot.
I've located some intact command modules. My scanner should be able to pull the drive data.
Good find. With any luck, the data clusters are still intact.
Direct connection established. Synchronizing data stream.
Nav data purged. Kronos uplink lost. Executing last known command. Collision detected. Damage report. Unavailable. Lower limbs non-ambulatory. Upper limbs non-ambulatory. Excessive command feedback. Critical failure. All systems. Shutting down.
Well, that was certainly horrifying.
Reset in progress.
Power output back within normal parameters. We should have plenty of energy for the scan. Nice moves in there. Just watching that was giving me a cardiac. Okay, good start. We still need to find out what happened at the primary dig site and the container field. Let me know when you find out more. There's a ton of junk data in these logs, but it doesn't look random. It's almost like it was trying to process multiple dig sites at once.
That should have triggered an emergency shutdown. We should be careful. Approaching primary dig site.
Any sign of activity? The whole site's gone dark and we need the comms array there to boost the data buffer from our sensor sweep.
All systems appear offline. Emergency lighting only.
Damn. Well, clearly something went wrong here.
I'm sensing a pattern.
No kidding. That should be the new Kronos 2 mission patch. Just something went wrong. In big, bold letters. Anyway, better get to it. Let me know what you find.
Warning. Hazardous levels of radiation detected.
Right on cue.
I'll try to get the site's radiation dampener online.
Good idea. Make sure to check its backup power supply. It may have a dead battery.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 95%.
This battery socket should provide backup power to the dampening field, even if the main generator is offline.
Shields at 50%.
This radiation dampener will allow me to safely investigate the dig site, but I need to reactivate it first.
Shields at 30%.
The Fury transport should have an induction panel where I can recharge.
Shields at 95%.
Battery removed. It's definitely depleted.
Well, that explains that. Your Fury transport should have a spare you can replace it with.
The backup battery should be on the aft of the transport.
There should be a fresh battery at the Fury transport, Jack.
Battery acquired.
Shields at 95%.
Power restored. I should be able to turn the dampener on now. Dampener online. Geiger readings nominal.
Nice job. That should buy you some time. If the dampener goes down again, you can recharge the battery back at the Fury.
I've located the site's labor units. They're unresponsive.
Damn. Try giving them a scan. Maybe that'll tell us what went wrong.
Broad-spectrum lattice displacement. These labor units have suffered catastrophic radiation damage.
And all without setting off a radiation alarm or abandoning the site. It must have been sudden. Can you get a scan of the generator core as well? That's the most likely culprit. See if you can get the generator open, Jack. We need to get a look inside.
The drills at the primary dig site are functional. No signs of damage from the anomaly.
Good. Those don't yield as much helium as the blocks we send to the processing line, but losing them would still hurt our numbers. Based on the radiation, I bet that generator has a damaged core. Look for a maintenance panel that you can cut open.
A fusion generator, more than capable of powering the entire dig site. Maintenance panel removed.
How's it look?
The main reactor appears to be intact, but the fuel rod is partially melted.
Damn it. Better jettison it then. It may be good to scan it first, though. The data could prove useful.
Severe thermal damage detected. Main fuel supply depleted.
Depleted? Helium fusion rods can last a century. How could it discharge that much energy so quickly without exploding? Better jettison it, Jack.
Shields at 50%.
Looks like the dampener lost power. I should recharge the battery of the Fury transport.
Shields at 30%. Security brace disengaged. Second security brace released. Manual ejection sequence online. Fuel rod jettisoned. Generator systems offline.
Radiation dissipating. That core seems to have been the only source.
Good work. Now, just get the generator a new fuel rod and re-engage the locking mechanisms. There should be a spare in the site's core enclosure.
New core acquired. Returning to the generator.
New fuel element accepted. Please re-engage safety protocols. Control rods engaged. Fusion reaction initiated. Please initiate a manual reboot. Connection with primary dig site re-established.
Excellent. I pulled a few labor units out of mothballs to mount the antenna while you finish the repairs. You'll need to assemble them before you move on. A Fury transport should arrive with them shortly. The data from your scans is bizarre. This sort of erosion... How could it have happened instantaneously?
Could the radiation have corrupted the data?
Possibly. But that can't be the only factor. This anomaly isn't just a mass of radiation. There's more to it than that. I'm certain now.
Labor unit online. Proceeding with primary assignment. Labor unit online.
Labor units
Proceeding
online.
with primary
With them
assignment.
managing the data flow, you'll be free to operate the sensor once we're ready to scan.
You mean until something goes wrong?
I figured that went without saying. We're almost there. We still need to investigate the container field. Update me when you arrive. Oh, and Jack, if you have a moment, search the primary dig site for another labor unit. I'm getting a signal from one nearby and we could use the extra set of hands.
These solar panels should be providing the site with backup power. The anomaly must have damaged them.
They might not have the wattage to operate the comms array anyway. We barely get enough solar energy here to power the comm stats, let alone a whole dig site.
My sensors are picking up a signal from deeper inside this cave. Liv, I found the labor unit. It has been dismembered, and it may have suffered internal damage as well.
Try to get its limbs reattached at least. We can perform a more thorough diagnostic later.
Repairs complete. Unit 38, are you operational?
Affirmative. I feel lovely. Just lovely. How are you?
Busy. I've been tasked with repairing several damaged systems across the facility.
That's great. Productivity is great. I am also very productive. In fact, when Captain Rhodes departs and you become the new Captain Rhodes, I advise making this unit your new Echo 1.
That is not how that works. That is not how any of that works.
Negative, negative, negative. Stop being negative.
Liv, I found the missing labor unit near the primary dig site and... well, it's disoriented.
What the hell do you mean by that?
Is that Captain Rhodes? Are you speaking to Captain Rhodes? Please tell her that I am nearly finished clearing her browsing history, as requested.
Maybe you should just leave it alone for now.
That may be for the best. Unit 38, status report.
Status, still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Unit 38, you mentioned browsing history?
I am sorry, Echo 1. That is a classified assignment given to me by Captain Rhodes. Please, wipe your memory of that conversation.
I want to say, for the record, that I never told it to do that.
Is that Captain Rhodes? Please tell
Jack,
her...
please. Please stop talking to that android.
Unit 38, status report.
Status, still lovely. Oh, so lovely.
fuel rod was completely inert. It should have been good for another century before it burned out. Something very strange is going on here.
Unit 27, status report on your current assignment.
Status. Communications systems are operational. I am standing by to manage the data flow from the main sensor array.
Affirmative. Stay at the ready.
Select your destination. Destination, container field. Preparing for thruster ignition. Please hold on.
Approaching container field.
I'm picking up latent radiological activity in that area.
Something must have contaminated the cargo.
There's no way we'll get a clear read on the anomaly with all that interference. You'll need to find the source of the radiation and jettison it.
My scanner should help me track down the culprit.
Best guess, I'd say you're looking for levels around 80 or 90 decigrays. If you get into trouble, remember you can use the Fury module's induction panel to recharge your shields.
Agitated deuterium ions detected.
Deuterium? That's a hydrogen isotope. How'd that end up in one of our helium-3 containers?
Unclear. The processing line is configured to scrub any excess hydrogen.
Ah, sod it. For now, let's just deal with the contamination. I'll dispatch a Fury to remove the irradiated container. Wait, something's wrong.
What is it?
I can't get the Fury transport to decouple from the container on the upper rack.
I can throw the manual override on the Fury's hitch. Stand by. I'll make my way up there now. Approaching Fury transport.
Careful. Once you decouple the transport's hitch, the autopilot's likely to kick in. So either get clear or find something to hold on to.
Unlocking this hitch will release the Fury transport. Fury hitch released.
Autopilot's taking over. So far, so good.
Affirmative, but the container was breached. The contamination is spreading.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned. Okay, I've got an idea. If I release the container's maglocks, the Fury should just carry it away. Or it would if the controls were actually responding. I You know what? Screw it. Just cut the power. Maybe that'll do it.
Considering the damage, are you sure that's wise?
Wise? Definitely not. But will it work? Only one way to find out.
Shields at 95%.
Cutting these maglocks should free the container. At least, in theory.
Shields at 95%.
Do I need to mention this is a gross violation of protocol?
It's either this or risk contaminating the entire shipment. Sometimes you just have to improvise.
Power supply ruptured.
Easy does it. Ah! Holy What the hell just happened?
Explosive decompression. The escaping gas caused the container to jettison itself.
Okay, so not exactly what we were aiming for, but, well, I suppose that takes care of our radiation problem. Good work. The sensor should be able to scan the anomaly free of interference. Jack, looks like everything's back up and running.
Affirmative.
Grab a Fury and head for the depleted dig site. I'll fill you in on the way. Hold on. Something's wrong with that Fury transport.
The one that collided with the container. What's wrong with it?
I'm really not sure. It's moving erratically, veering wildly off its flight path.
Could be a problem with the Fury's flight dynamics.
Probably just need to reset the navcom. If you get a chance, would you mind looking into it?
Copy that.
And I'm not sure, but I think we might need to resynchronize the container field's inventory control system.
Are these issues urgent?
Not really. Neither one's going to keep us from scanning the anomaly. Consider them both secondary priorities. Nice. Good work, Jack.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm sorry, it was like watching some sort of weird robot rodeo. Cowboy Jack ropes himself a Fury.
Do I get a hat?
A hat, fancy boots, shiny spurs. We'll fix you right up. Till then, you can just leave the Fury where it is. I'll have Hera run some diagnostics on it before I can reconnect the remote link.
Copy that. I'm moving on.
Happy trails, partner.
Liv, you were right. The inventory control system is out of sync.
Probably got knocked off cycle by one of those pulses. In order to resynchronize the inventory system, you'll have to quickly scan each of the 3 I.O. ports in the container field.
Hera, mark the location of each I.O. port on my HUD.
Once you scan the first I.O. port, you'll have roughly 70 seconds to scan the other 2. If you don't make it, the system will reset and you'll have to start again.
That's one.
Clock is running. 70 seconds.
"50 seconds remaining."
One more to go.
Seconds remaining. Success. Inventory control station synchronized.
That was impressive.
It wasn't all that difficult. After all, I was specifically designed to handle these types of demanding situations.
Plus, you're incredibly modest.
Thank you.